Senate file, House File 1090 names the library construction grant after a long-serving House member, former Representative Mary Murphy. I have actually 4 connections to Mary, who I also served with in the House and in many other circumstances. First of all, everyone might not know this, but I actually lived in Duluth as a baby for a year, and that's right next door to Hermantown, where Mary was from. Mary and I both chaired and co-chaired at various times the Pensions Commission. And I do remember that when I first became chair, I turned to Mary one day and I said, Mary, I'm not sure about the Duluth Teachers Pension Fund, how long it's going to be viable. Maybe we should merge it into TRA. Well, I thought she was going to kill me right there. That pension fund had been around for 100 years, and Mary took a while to agree that that was a good move, and eventually that's what we did, and I think she forgave me. Also, I was minority lead in the Senate when she was chair of the bonding committee, and in 2020, watching Mary negotiate a bonding bill was like watching grass grow. Everything moved really, really slowly. And I've heard lots of stories about what she was like on bonding tours. Always a teacher, always trying to teach a lesson to her committee she chaired or to community meetings and bonding meetings with local communities. But one thing that she really did champion was when her 5th grade class decided they wanted to name a state muffin, and that was the blueberry muffin. And a lot of us didn't know if that was such a great idea, mostly because of kind of the fun people make of us for spending our time naming things like blueberry muffins. But of course, it was Mary, so we had to do it, and that became law. A couple weeks ago, the House, when they passed this bill, had a huge commemoration for Mary. Her family was there, members of the community, and they invited former House members who, and had a very long presentation. Everyone told stories about Mary. And I also went to her funeral in Hermantown, of course, and saw how much she was beloved by both her extended family and her many friends and community members that she represented so aptly for so many years.